Peace be upon you. I am Qadi Tayyib. This is Qur'anomics. And today's article is titled, Does the Qur'an Need a Sunnah to Perfect It? Perfects its ruling, interpretations, interpreted words, and abrogates its verses. By the writer Akram al-Zaribi. Akram al-Zaribi, a lawyer from Tunis. If the Quran and the so-called Sunnah share the same source, which is that both of them are revelations from God Almighty and participate in the formula of revelation to humans, then both of them are considered revelations from God that He revealed to all people through the tongue of the Prophet Muhammad. And if both of them share the same function, which is to control the religion in terms of reference, content, and obligatory formula, and if both of them share the same period of revelation, which is the period of the Prophet of Muhammad, then why was the separation between the Quran and the Sunnah? Why did God preserve the Quran with explicit pronunciation and kept the so-called Sunnah not preserved? Why do we find one Quran after 14 centuries in one form, but we do not find verses narrated by so and so and others narrated by another so and we do not find authentic and weak verses in the Quran, and we do not find frequent narrated verses and other single narrated ones. It is impossible for God to send down to us one detailed, clear, and comprehensive book instead of revealing to us a part of the religion in the Quran and another part that we are looking for in a so-called Sunnah distributed over books to which we do not know the limits and which contain a huge amount of different hadiths about. And and here is the fact that the books of As-Sahih, one of the 9 blogs, despite the ambiguity of the method they adopt for collecting hadith centuries after the death of the Prophet, and despite the difference in their content, are still subject to consideration and investigation by jurists, correcting what was weak and weakening what was true, while the great Quran is immune from this absurd. Which makes us wonder, is the so-called Sunnah really complementary to the Quran? And God Almighty tells us, we have not neglected anything in the book. And we ask whether the so-called Sunnah really explains and restricts the meaning of the Quran. And God Almighty says to us, and we have sent down you the book as clarification for all things and as guidance and mercy and good tidings for the Muslims. Chapter 16, verse 89. And also said, and we have certainly made the Quran easy for remembrance. So is there anyone who will remember? Chapter 54, verse 17. Of course, I did not discuss what the jurists say about another role of the Sunnah, which is the abrogation of some provisions of the Quran, and this is more sinister and misleading. And that you will find in other articles I have read, but for now, in this article, think about why one God, one prophet, one religion was sent down 2 separate revelations. One is the Quran, other one is the Sunnah. One is preserved, one is not. There's a lot to think about. So, little pieces and nips for you to think. I am Qadi Tayyib from Qur'anomics. Thank you for following, and we'll see you again.